closed captioning brought to you by the Notaries Public of BC.
Welcome back. Joining us now is Katherine Hill of Eve Entertainment. Hey there, Katherine.
Hi.
Katherine, our Person of the Week, Dan St. Andrews, has this question for you. He's a fledgling actor, and he's wanting to figure something out.
I know for a lot of people going into acting, there's going to be a question at some point that you have to face. Do I go union or non-union? And what are the benefits of going either way?
Now, for people that aren't familiar with acting at all, do you go union or non-union? Sounds like, why does it matter? Just give me the job. But in fact, this is a very shrewd and important question, isn't it?
It is. It's a very big, important question, absolutely, yeah. I mean, a lot of people like to have the union there as a protection. You know, you get benefits with being in the union. You're ensured that you get paid a certain amount of money. Now, the other downfall to that is that, you know, if you want to get involved in independent productions, or if you have good friends in the industry and they say, let's create something together, if you're part of the union, often you can't get involved, or there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of insurance and things that can sometimes prevent you from doing those projects.
Now, your company, Eve Entertainment, you provide consulting services for actors, and you also create productions from the ground up.
That's correct.
This is sort of a new aspect of the business too, because you're not an agent per se.
No.
Maybe we need to break that down for people.
Sure. No, certainly, absolutely. Really, what we want to be is consultants for people that are either starting out, or they're new to the town, or they want to get back to it after being a parent, or have had another career and want to change. And so what we do is we provide a free consultation to say, well, where do you want to go and how can we best help you? And so what we do is we help them to find an agent. So we'll help them with their cover letter, with their resume, with finding the right photographer and getting the right look, with a bit of branding, and so that they can go to an agent with a great package. Because nowadays agents want to see something professional. They want to see something that's consistent, that shows that you're hardworking. You can't just send off a bunch of different papers and an amateur photo. They're just not going to be as interested.
Why does an actor need an agent?
Now, if you want to get into the casting room to see the professional casting directors, that's when you really need the agent. You can go around and do a lot of student work, and we actually recommend people do that when they're starting off. But if you want to start getting paid, that's when you need the agent.
Okay, that's a key point then.
Yes, absolutely.
You mentioned something about branding.
Yes.
That's one of the things you do. You know, when I think of that, I think I would imagine that you want to develop a distinct look, and that's going to get you more work.
Yeah. Absolutely. Those are the things that we look at is you know, how do you present yourself? What do people see when they look at you, for one thing? And then what we do is we sort of try and work with your personality and what kind of a person you are, and your personality traits, and then your looks. And then we really try and narrow it down and hone that in.
Is it realistic for someone who's starting out, you know, 50 plus, to think that they could build a second career as an actor and actually get paid? And is that kind of a pipe dream, or is it?
No, do you know what? I actually think it's a really great reality, and that's a really great point that you brought up, because what is interesting is that we just recently shot a film. We had created a film for older people, because I think it's an amazing story to be told. And what was very interesting is that the two people we had on set, Dan St. Andrews was one of them, who were over 60, and their performances blew everyone out of the water. I mean, they're exquisite, and they are two people who have started their careers in the last few years. They haven't gone through all the schooling that so many of us who are younger have, and they're actually doing very well. And I think a big part of why that is because there's not as much at stake. You know, a lot of them are doing it for the love of it. And when you do it for the love of it, and there's not the pressure that you put on yourself, you can allow your natural performance and your experience in life to just shine through, and that's a lot.
So ironically, what you're saying is you might do your best work yet north of 49.
Absolutely.
Because a kind of truth comes through, and the acting is perhaps more exciting than ever,
I
more
think so.
watchable.
Yes, yes, yeah, particularly the experience. I mean, the experience you gain as you grow up is just incredible. I mean, as you have children, grandchildren, or whatever life experiences come, and all of that is so vital and important to use in your acting, and it all comes out on screen. And when you, as a director particularly, my director Annette Riley had said that Dan St. Andrews was such a gift, because he gave us the gift of just being vulnerable and showing his truth through the performance.
Well, this is so inspiring, and what fun for people watching to think maybe I'll roll up my sleeves and take that acting class after all.
They should, absolutely.
Okay, Katherine Hill, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.